Hello. Hi. How are you? Hello. Hello from Europe. How are you? Yeah, I'm not happy. The energies have been icky. There's been a lot of weird shit going on too, just like frustrating things like what is going on with everybody, stuff that makes no sense, things like that. Hello, how are you? Just life, basically. Like feels like there's a lot of stuff that's just been like it's like things that are out of your control but makes everybody's like up your ass about it, frustrated, just things like that. Nothing major, more so just like a pile on of one thing after another, just kind of being like weird. Like today I had someone message me because they've been waiting in their mind 6 weeks or something, but I didn't get an order from them until December 15th, which is just weird. Like, I don't know if they're wrong or if Etsy screwed up or whatever, but it's like, it's out of my control. Like, I didn't get your order 6 weeks ago, but they're like, you know, I sent it in. I've been waiting 6 weeks. So, like, if that's what they think and that's what they feel, it's frustrating for them, but it's also like, I can't control that. And then like other stuff, but that's just like one of the last things that I've dealt with today. That's just kind of like okay, but a lot of weird shit like that. Like, and then people have been like trying to purchase things from me, but they're like, this link doesn't work. This link doesn't work. Like multiple people having issues with links, multiple people having issue finding things, and just a lot of weird stuff at home too. Like my dad's been up my ass about stupid shit. Um, Getting there, watching football, nice. Karmic New Moon is bringing up a lot of things. Yeah, I like Detroit Lions, awesome sauce. Yep, I had to go in and refile some paperwork again because it miraculously got a lot. Yeah, stuff like that has been going on. It's just like frustrating. Yeah, I will do a free like one card for a free thing. But I'm doing like the paid readings too for people. 2024 was boring for me. Will I explore anything in 2025? Okay, so thank you for your donation. I'm going to start with the people who are donating, and then the people who are part of the Patreon get a free question. But if it's somebody who wants to ask a question for just like one short little message, I can do that. All right, so 2025, will it be more exciting? Let's see what comes through. I feel like I want to try this deck. So thank you very much for your donation. Ooh, you got the Ten of Pentacles coming through and the Star. I pulled out the big deck, so I do feel like 2025 may be better for you in terms of your legacy, what you're going to be creating, what you're going to be manifesting, maybe new opportunities in your career, new opportunities in romance, new opportunities just to like create a legacy. And with the Star, this is like you could become like more recognized by other people, or you could be just having your wishes come true. But I definitely feel like it's going to be a better year for you with the Four of Wands as well there on the bottom of the deck. That's like a better foundation. So 2024 may have been about purging and releasing things. I'm also seeing the King of Cups here, so there could be a lot of like emotional fulfillment, or there could be somebody that's mature that's coming in with an emotional offer that will lead you to a divine union. But I feel like it's going to be the balance. Like everything that went wrong or everything that felt stuck and stagnant is most likely going to be spinning around for you. And I feel like, yeah, you're going to be like the Empress. Underneath that was the Wheel of Fortune. So this is exactly what I mean with like things spinning around for you. You're going to be stepping into the place of power, receiving divine blessings. Ten of Cups is that happily ever after. So I feel like you're gonna be happy. The nine of Cups with the Two of Cups underneath there, definitely a lot of better energies. Looks like what's manifesting for you in 2025. You may have to make some decisions or choices in regards to which path you're gonna go down. But I do feel like you're going to be taking a leap of faith towards better outcomes. So it does look like there's going to be a lot of light, a lot of illumination, a lot of clarity. Like you might figure out why you had to go through some boring like times and stuff like that. But I I feel like there's a spiritual evolution that's taking place for you, and it just all around looks good. Yeah, and the Emperor's here too, so I do feel like there may be some sort of partnership that's going to come in that makes you feel more stable and more secure, or even like the right partnership with yourself, like balancing your feminine, masculine energies. I think you've been clearing out karma, so clearing out karmic contracts, people, relationships, um, things that may just not be really fulfill you. Obviously you've been figuring that out, so now you can have a better year ahead. But just, just keep making those decisions that make you feel fulfilled, rather than feeling like you're stuck or feeling bored. But I definitely see a lot of love coming in for you, so yeah, I think you may even just love what you're going to be doing in 2025, or somebody might show up that makes you feel more alive again, and helps you to like progress things in your world in a better way. And before I even started doing a reading for anybody, the divine union card had come out of this deck, so it could be a divine union, or it could be just like you divinely uniting within yourself for a better outcome. Yeah, making your dreams come true. I feel like good things are happening for you. Wishes granted. Like I said, your wishes will be coming true. You'll be going to be rising up in light. It looks like it's going to be a better energy all around. It for you. Yeah, you're going to be hitting the mark. So just, and there's that divine union card again. I feel like that there could be somebody specifically that's tied to all of this, or it could just be within yourself, divinely united with what is supposed to be happening for you. But just stay detached to outcomes and know that abundance is on its way, blessings are on the way, good fortune is on the way, wishes coming true. It's definitely a high vibrational energy. It's very clear. Definitely could be connected to partnerships. I don't know how many times they're going to show me partnership, but it's either the partnership within or the partnership of a lover that's going to be bringing you to that 10 of cups, to a much better situation for yourself, walking away from this time of not feeling fulfilled or loved or supported. But they are saying to keep focused, like shifting onto like what you do want rather than what you don't want, and try to be detached to the outcomes of things. Just be in that receptive divine feminine energy, because that's going to bring balance in for you. Yeah, balance the mind. So just keep your mind balanced. Don't be hyper focused on when am I going to see results, or when are things going to work out for me, or be focused on the fact that you're bored and unfulfilled, because that you'll create more of that. Instead, focus on the abundance that is blessing you, and know that it's already on its way. You're reaping what you sow, so it's like you're going to be seeing the results in a lot of expansion, awakening the infinite, bringing in the light codes and the energy of awakened love, because it's time for a change and it won't be strange. So yeah, I definitely feel like 2025 is going to be much more aligned for you in a good way. And seeing a lot of eights connected to that, like that's number 18, 888, 818. So pay attention to those numbers, because they may be helping you. Yeah, look, spirit's like, pay attention. It literally says paying attention, spirit communication, raise up your perspective, because that's going to help you to guide you to what you should be doing. And there's going to be a lot of joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance coming in for you. So it looks like it's going to be a much better year ahead for you. Hello. I'm waiting for the hospital to organize my surgery for breast lumps removal. Then they're waiting for the results of that. I'm sorry. I know that can be scary and difficult to deal with. Hopefully it will work out all good for you. Try to visualize that like you're going to get the good results, and that they're clearing everything out of you. I think that's one of the ones that like people sometimes sometimes it's not the best experience, obviously, but I think it's one of the ones that they're usually able to eliminate pretty quickly or overcome. Sometimes people have to go without like a breast or something, but they still get to survive through it. But it's never easy at all. I know I've had my grandmother lost a breast, some of my aunts, most of my aunts, everybody on my mother's side has had cancer to some degree. So I understand how that is. But maybe you won't have cancer. Maybe it's just something that they're going to be able to remove. I know there's people out there that just get those, like my sister has one that's not cancerous. It's just like a lump thing that is there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Clearing out toxic people. Will I get out of this living situation soon? I had both mine removed. I'm sorry. It sucks. I know that that can mess with your head most likely as a woman because everybody's like so focused on those types of things. So Johnny is part of my Patreon. That's why I'm going to do a free one for her because anybody that's in the Patreon as a paid member gets to ask a free question. And the paid memberships start at $5.55 a month. And they get like readings a couple times a week. And then they get to come here for live reading where they ask a specific question, and then like little updates about the energies that are shifting and all of that. So for your question, already, thank you for divine guidance. You're welcome. Appreciate your energy. Thank you very much. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good year for you. So stay focused on knowing that is going to be good. It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be the opposite of what you've been experiencing, honestly. And then for Johnny, we have a similar message with paying attention to the spiritual communication that's coming in for you, because I feel like spirit, it has been communicating to you ways that you can receive the blessings that you're wanting to receive. So this is generosity, receiving and withholding, and I feel like there's some sort of gift or blessing that can come into your life, but you may have been holding it back or not allowing yourself to receive it for some reason. Sometimes we get stuck in this place of feeling like we're stuck, there's nothing we can do, or we're just used to things, right? Like we just get used to the circumstances around us, so we don't see a way out. And I feel like it is a form of like self-sabotage in some way, because also the synchronicity is here with divine intelligence, and it says cause and effect. So every action we take, there's a reaction. There's always a cause and effect to everything that we're dealing with. So I do believe that if you pay attention to the signs and synchronicity that is around you, there's going to be some sort of thing that's going to be like able to be shown to you that you're like, oh, this is my way out. Yeah, look, I just got divine guidance and higher knowing. I feel like you already have the answer within you. You just may not be seeing it, or there may already be something like surrounding you that you haven't realized yet. Like there is a way out of where you're at, like a better experience. Yeah, angelic help, miraculous aids. I feel like they were trying to support you and give you the answers and the like the results that you would like to see. And within a month's time, you'll see the light shine. So I think within a month, you're going to be seeing some sort of thing that's going to surprise you and shock you and help you to have a total paradigm shift. So trust your intuition, because there is a transformation that's coming after a time of patience and stillness. So it may have felt like nothing was happening or it's never going to change, but this says intuitive patience transformation, and this one says patience and stillness. So I would go within yourself into like a time of meditation and allow yourself to open up to the divine guidance that spirit is trying to share with you. There may be a little bit of self-sabotage that's happening within this, and sometimes again, that's what I was saying, it says self-sabotage right on the card. Sometimes we sabotage ourselves, not on purpose or not because we're trying to. It's just like there's an idea that you're not recognizing, or there's something that's presented to you that you have not seen yet. You've been in a place of non-action, or put yourself on ice, and they're wanting you to open up your perception to receive these things. Come out of poverty consciousness into knowing that you can create whatever you want to create. You can shift in any way that you need to shift. But sometimes we have fears and doubts and subconscious beliefs that are manifesting in a way that like prevent us from seeing what we can be manifesting. So taking back power over your life is going to help you to speed up into a new direction of receiving the blessings and the alignment with what it is that you are wanting to receive. So I do feel like there is something that is going to surprise you or shock you pretty soon about your situation. And it's more so something that you just have to recognize and get that clarity about. Like this is already available to you. You're just not recognizing it. Like there's some sort of thing that like coming into union within yourself, coming into union with the clarity, and overcoming any anxiety or fears or doubts is going to help you to see that you can have a better outcome. You can reach that Ten of Pentacles experience. So let go of the scarcity consciousness, let go of any attachment to the vibrations that you've been holding on to, and just trust, like have trust be the strategy, and knowing that like there is angelic help and support all around you, and there is something that is available to you that is going to help you resurrect. It's going to help you be like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So have positive expectations with the eyes of beauty, and trust and know that taking small steps and asking for help is also something specific here. Ask spirit to keep helping you to see the solutions and the ways that you can receive the energy that's going to a new destination coming out of this place that you've been stuck within. I've been experiencing traumatic experience since childhood, then moved into spirituality from 2018, but your guidance helped a lot. A lot of the readers are using your decks. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you were able to connect with them, and that they're helping you. And then I would love it. Sign up for that. Just hoping my card works. Will Stephen found out that Crystal has been secretly seeing his brother, and I can feel that he's never wanted her anyway. She's gone, and I'm staying positive that she's gone for good. Awesome sauce. That's good. I know we've wanted her gone for a while. Stephen has also been coming around more. That's good. Thank you very much, Chris. You're welcome, Johnny. Yeah. So that's a good thing. That's weird. So many weird things going on. That's the type of stuff that I've been seeing too, though. It's like weird ass shit just like all over the place. Like unexpected things, I guess. But some stuff doesn't even like make sense, you know. You are welcome. So I know Chris is here too. You have a free question to ask. He's part of the Patreon if you'd like to ask one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, the starseed energies help to manifest and do the things that we need to do. I've been this last like there's other stuff going on too that's like good. It's just there's been so many like weird conflicting energies. Like I've had a lot of people reaching out to me and booking things even though like they're not like available to book. Like someone ordered a trance channeling, somebody else ordered, like two other people ordered the automatic writing. And then I have tons of them coming through the WhatsApp like every day, all day. Like I've just been like, I've been wanting to make videos for the channels, but I haven't had time because I'm constantly doing readings or filling orders or doing stuff like that. But it's good stuff, but there's other stuff that's going on too that's just like, it like pulls on you and it like drains you. And then you feel guilty that you don't get everything done or like, you know, stupid stuff like that, basically. Some stuff that's out of my control too. Still popping off. Yes, out of left field. Weird shit. And it's like, no, it's like, oh, good thing, I'm in a good mood, but then something will happen and be like, now you're not in a good mood. Like now you're angry or you're like frustrated, or I've been having a lot of anxiety too. Also, I'm fucking hungry. Like we like don't eat anymore. So I'm just like starving. I spend like most of my day just being hungry. I'm like, I'm so hungry. And it's hard to get things done when you're hungry. It's hard to like focus. It's hard to get up, you know, and like focus on what you need to do. But hopefully like with all these orders coming in, we'll be able to afford to eat this month, because last month we definitely didn't. And he left a lot to go to places. Like I didn't go anywhere for Christmas. I didn't go anywhere for any of the things that they went, like they went out for dinner a few times. So I know he's been eating, but I've literally been living off of like my shakes. Open to receive. Okay. So look at hungry. I'm hungry. I just want to fucking eat. Once I eat, I'll be able to think, do what I need to do. All right, I'm going to start with this one. So you get the Ace of Wands coming through for Chris. And so I feel like there is a passionate new start coming in your life. Things are going to be picking up for you. The Ten of Cups on the other side here. So I feel like similar energies have been coming through tonight for other people. Like I'm noticing like the Phoenix energy here too, which I've never paid attention to that before. So I feel like people may be rising through the ashes. Like we may have felt really stuck or stagnant or frustrated with things, like you said, like out of nowhere there's this weird thing. It's like, oh, that. And I think I said that to you about the paperwork. I remember you asked me about paperwork not too long ago, and I was like, worst case scenario, you might have to like you might find out that something got messed up or whatever. I think I remember saying that to you. So could be my fault that I like put that into the energy. Sometimes I feel like that, like the things that I say in readings, sometimes that type of stuff happens. We just got an order through Etsy. Awesome sauce. But I like literally, I tell people like, oh yeah, I feel like he's gonna reach out to you, and they get a call that night, like, or while they're listening to the reading. And then other times it's in connection to things like that. But I do feel like things are going to be turning around for you. Anything that's been difficult or separated from or feeling like beat up by, there's going to be a total paradigm shift. You're going to be surprised and shocked like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And I think sometimes we have to go to that rock bottom, or we have to go to like that survival place, or dealing with like the falseness that's around us, or just dealing with the frustrations of life so that we can know one thing to go towards the other thing, right? We also have that sacred union coming through too, and then the 414 with the divine masculine energy. I feel like you are coming into a place of divine alignment with your masculine energy, with your foundation. You are angelic, like the angelic support is all around you, and I feel like you are coming into a time of divine alignment within your foundation that is helping you to unite and receive the compensation for everything that you've been going through. So trust and know that like things are going to be shifting in a better way. We're letting go of scarcity consciousness. We're letting go of attachments, that hungry ghost type of stuff. And we're healing. Okay. And it's like, again, sometimes we just have to know the difficult stuff so that we can overcome those things. Like no more staying in that mindset, or no more allowing those things that mess us up, like the self-sabotage, or get so frustrated. Like, it's frustrating when things don't work out. It's frustrating when things mess up. It's frustrating when we're trying to do the right thing, and it's like no matter what, sometimes it's like nothing seems to be manifesting the way we would like it to. But I feel like you're going to be seeing in a new way, thinking in a new way, speaking in a new way, and finding a new strength to bring in everything that you would like to bring in. You did. It was a simple fix, though. Fortunately, no worries. Good. Yeah, I remember saying that, and I'm like, but I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. I remember it was like, it might just slow it down, but it wasn't going to be like a huge thing that would keep you like separated from it. It's just another frustration thing that we don't really want to deal with. But I do think you're going to be dropping burdens and then moving more swiftly and quickly towards the receiving of the things that you've been working towards. So it's like the balancing of stuff, because you're not giving up. You're allowing your energy to rise. You're spiritually committed to the evolution and doing what's necessary of you. You're going to see the blessings come about. You're going to see more clarity, more illumination. I allow it to come with gratitude and appreciation. Yes, one more hoop. Yes. So you will be celebrating things. There will be things to celebrate. There will be like, things that you're going to be receiving, like a new beginning of receiving the benefits of all that you've been trying to do. So I definitely feel like things are balancing out, and that's like a recurring message tonight. It's like what we've been kind of feeling or dealing with. It's like now we're going to the opposite side of that. Now we're going to see the ultimate fulfillment and overcoming, anything that's been bringing us down, so we can be happy. It's the end of a cycle. It's the end of the year. It's the end of the competition, chaos, and conflict. It's the end of all that bullshit, all of the things that have maybe kept us from feeling like we're in our power, or even wanting to continue in our power. But it's a transformation for sure. So trust and know that you will be receiving the benefits of all that you've been doing. And I feel like good times are coming. Two of Cups is here too. So again, I feel like people are coming into alignment within themselves, moving out of their troubled waters and making their wishes come true. So definite, and there's that Wheel of Fortune that just fell out. The next level commitment to yourself is turning things around in your favor, and a new beginning of emotional fulfillment, a new beginning of connecting with the right people, places, and opportunities, swiftly moving and taking action and getting the results of all of that so that you can celebrate. So again, very much the same cards coming through from both decks. It's a very similar energies coming through. I do feel like things are going to be like leveling up for people. For sure. Yeah, King of Pentacles, more stability, more security, feeling more grounded and safe and secure, walking away from the mess, walking away from the karma, walking away from the chains that have been holding us back. Looks like it's going to be a much better, joyful time, celebration of life, more abundance, dancing. So pay attention to the synchronicity and know about like the cause and effect. Like everything has a reason that we're going through what we're going through, and there will be an effect of what we've been showing up for. Because I know you've been committed and you've been doing what you need to be doing, and you've been trying and dealing with a lot. So it's like you're going to be receiving like the results of all that work and all that effort. It's like, okay, you can be compensated for all that effort that you've done, all of that stuff that's been kind of difficult or crazy. It's like, here's your blessings for that. Here's your resurrection. Now you can really rise into a better place and feel good. Hi, I want to ask about the course I signed up for. It's not something I've considered before, but I was guided to it, I think. Okay. Thank you so much for all you've done and continue to do. Your guidance and perspective has been priceless. Thank you very much. Yoo-hoo, let's dance. Yes, you are welcome. I'm glad that the things that I've shared with you have helped. But I know you've been doing it too. You've been working hard. You know, like share things with people, but not everybody takes action on it. So celebrate the fact that you've been illuminating and enlightening and seeing the answers and taking the action on that, because there is a lot of people that know the things but don't always take the action on the things. So see that within yourself so that you can also receive those blessings, because that's part of that effect, that cause. Yeah, right. Like when you are that King of Pentacles, when you acknowledge that within yourself, you will start to see the results of that too. So give yourself some credit for that. Touchdown. Okay, so the course you signed up for, it's not something you've considered before, but you were guided to it, you think. Okay, so is there anything specific you want to know about that? Monica's a part of my Patreon too, guys. That's why I was doing a reading for her. And if anybody else has a question, you're welcome to ask them. There's like you can make donations for $5 and I'll give you like an in-depth reading like I'm doing for them. Or if you just want like one quick little like boop boop message, I'll do that for free. But the people who pay take the precedence over the others. Who is this? Okay, I gotta do that. I got messages coming in all over the place. Etsy like docks you if you don't respond to people right away. It's fucking crazy. Like you can't be a star seller if you don't answer all of your messages back within like a certain amount of time. And it's impossible because like say okay, thank you, and then they send back like an emoji. If I don't send something back to that, it counts as like I didn't say something to them. So it's like messages can go on forever and ever and ever in there. So I gave up on that. I had my fucking star seller with them for like a month, and then they tried to say that they took it away for like being under one point, and it's just impossible. I'm at 95% with the one that you're supposed to be 95 to 100% with the response things, and then have 4.9 and 4.9 for the other things. And I have all of that, but they're like, oh no, you're not there. I'm like, I am there. I can see that I'm there. What are you fucking talking? I think they just don't want to give it to people. Is it good for me? It's forensic science. Completely unrelated to anything I've done. Okay. Is it good for you? So we got the Seven of Pentacles coming through. So I feel like it's something that maybe you need to like take a little bit of time to work towards. Like maybe today, like starting off the bat, you may feel a little overwhelmed with it, or you may not really understand all of it, or it may be like maybe not making sense to you right now today. But I feel like there is a reason why you would have been connected to it. I don't know all of the reasonings within yourself of why you would feel guided to it, but I feel like with the King of Wands is maybe an opportunity to inspire you in a new way. It could lead you to making your wishes come true, or to figuring something out that is meant for you to work on. So like either way, just try to be positive about it. Try not to doubt it. Try not to expect it to be bad or get overwhelmed because you're not like totally understanding it off of day one. Like sometimes I think people get frustrated when like we just live in that world of like instant things, you know. Everybody wants it like instantaneous results, or they want to know like stuff, like they start to feel rejected or sad or bad, like if they feel a little bit lost, or if they feel like they made a mistake in any way. So try not to do that to yourself. Take a next level commitment to yourself to work together with the course, and work together with yourself and with spirit to give yourself this opportunity to move forward in a new direction, and trust that there's a reason that you're doing it, or you wouldn't be doing it. And even if it doesn't pan out and you feel like you don't like it later down the road, that's how life is. We can't know until we try something in order to see, does this make sense? Hello. So give yourself a little bit of time to put a foundation beneath you and just see how it goes for yourself. But I am seeing like a lot of energy here about like this may be something that is good for you. Like Two of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. It can be about like the right partnership in our career. You know, it's like this is a decision that you're making, and I feel like as long as you commit to it and you give it your all and you give it that effort, you may be able to acquire more independence, more confidence, more strength, like being independent, feeling like, okay, like, yeah, there's a reason why you're doing it for sure. So trust that you will be compensated for your perseverance and for showing up and you know, taking that steps, and try to look at things through the eyes of beauty rather than the eyes of like, you know, frustration or thinking like maybe I'm making a mistake or anything like that. Try to be focused on the big picture and ask for support from spirit, because I feel like the angels are around you trying to support you with this as well. Yeah, try not to focus on any fears or doubts, and be open and receptive to shifting your timeline to wholeness and completion. Keep balancing the mind and don't waste time. Don't procrastinate with it, because then you're just going to cause yourself a bunch of delays. So I feel like this is an opportunity for you to shift things into your life in a good way. Like, I don't really know all of the stuff that connects to that. Like, I'm not somebody that's an expert on that focus, forensic science, but I do feel like there's something there that it is helping you to do a new foundation beneath you. So just give it a good effort and trust that you're there for a reason, or you wouldn't be there. Don't let fears and doubts sabotage you from it. Yeah, please never stop working on yourself. They want you to just put good effort into this. Like, show up to it as your best self and know that you have what it takes to do it, or you wouldn't even have been presented to it. Nothing gets presented to us unless there's a reason for us to be presented to it. Nothing comes into our reality if we're not ready to receive it. So pay attention and know that there's something here that's going to help you to continue to shift and evolve. And you're closing out old timelines. You're surrendering the past, surrendering to a new chapter. So just see where it goes and see how it flows, without too many doubts or fears about it, because I think that this is something that maybe something that is going to completely shift like where you're headed, maybe helping you to step into a place of power more for yourself, and walk away from things that may have just not really been truly for you, or it may be like a new, I feel like it's like a new choice for you. It's like the ball's in your court, or the world is in your hand. This could be something that is going to help you to take back more control over your life and to like swiftly move quickly with new passion and new excitement, overcoming fears and doubts, and to be more independent. And like, because I think that's something you might be able to do a little bit more in a way that like aligns with your energy. It's like, I don't think it's something you would be necessarily going in this, like, you've been doing some of the same stuff over and over in your life, and I feel like this might be something that's different, and it might feel better for you, a better fit for your future. So just see how it goes without expecting it to pan out like other things have. I think it's something that might bring you to more celebration, more excitement, more passion, more healing. It looks good. Yeah, it looks like a new opportunity of abundance, feeling grounded, more stable, more balanced. So just see where it goes. Yeah, and remember, it's your choice too. And it's like, if you decide like this isn't for me, you can choose that, but don't expect that. The expectation of this is going to just be like another mistake, or I made a mistake, that will sabotage it. Try to know that there's a reason that you're making this decision, and embrace it like the fool. Just jump in and see where it goes, and it might change your whole life, and it might help you to move forward in a way that is better aligned for you, with a better foundation for yourself. Try to be positive about it. You're welcome. Hello. Okay. So Rick is part of the Patreon too, so he gets to ask a free question. And the Space Cowboy, if you want to do a free question, they're like a quick little message. If you want one like I just did for the Tarot with the Stars, those ones are $5. And there's you could do pay all the different links that are in the description box, or a super chat, but it's totally up to you either way. And then Cheese is going to get a free quick one. Is Steven getting closer to letting her go for good and working towards being with me romantically? Is he working on letting her go for good and being with you romantically? So I got the King of Wands and the Devil. I feel like he may be, I feel like this is a karmic connection, and he may be like getting ready to let that go, to pursue more of his like I feel like he hasn't been very much in his power, and that he needs to come out of this time of like stagnancy and feeling stuck, and being in like a karmic situation. And very much similarly to all the other messages tonight, things are spinning in a new direction. So I do feel like things are transmuting for people. That's going to be leading them towards that 10 of Cups. So I do feel like he's going to go towards more of what makes him passionate, and like breaking out of any like constricting things, being more independent, more stable, more secure within himself, independent, away from that karmic stuff. So it looks like, yeah, he's going to be taking next level commitment to think in a new way, speak in a new way, and break free from that, energy, which may lead him to being able to work better with you. But I do feel like it is a time of new beginnings for everybody. I just saw the Ace of Pentacles too. So just know that it's a new beginning, and where it's leading is the end of karmic cycles, and wherever that goes is kind of like up to us. But I do feel like he's going to be breaking away from that and going in a better balanced direction forward. So try to just focus on letting go of anything on your side too, so that you can be in that receptive energy, so things can work out for you in a healthy way. Hello, thank you very much for your donation. Your name is Liz. Will I get hired for a position closer to home in 2025? I'm ready to move on from my current workplace. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. You're welcome, Chisa. So will you get a position closer to home in 2025 because you're ready to move on from your current place? So we got the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords on the bottom of here. I feel like they're wanting you to pay attention to the way that you're thinking and speaking about things, and maybe even possibly use like writing or affirmations to support you as you move forward, because we are ultimately the creators of our reality. So if we start to think or feel like oh man, like we're stuck here, or this is kind of like, you know, whatever, like whatever we think about and speak about and feel about is usually what we're going to continue to see. So I feel like they're wanting you to be mindful of what you're thinking and speaking about, and possibly even try writing, like doing scripting, like like write it, like date it from like 90 days from today, and then write the letter from 90 days today as like, oh my God, I'm so happy that we found a better position and that everything's been working out for me and I'm getting paid more and I'm receiving more, and like everything that I wanted has come to be. Like I'm happy, I'm seeing clearly, and I'm manifesting from a place of power, and I'm receiving all those blessings, and everything seems to just be like coming to fruition, like coming around full circle. Things are balancing. All of that time that I felt stuck or in karmic positions or just like unhappy with my surroundings, I faced my fears, I did what I needed to do, and now things are balancing out for me. But I think they also want you to be mindful very much of the mind and how you're communicating, because like the Page of Swords too, the pages are communicators, or like they have a way of like perceiving things and looking at things. So they're also wanting you to like keep your eyes out for these opportunities, because there may be some sort of thing that you're going to be like led to, or some sort of like moment or person or something that's going to present to you, but you got to keep your eyes peeled for that with the expectation of seeing it, because I do feel like in some way there's like karma surrounding you, that you've been kind of chained in a place where you don't really necessarily feel totally fulfilled and aligned. But I do see ultimate fulfillment and happiness coming for you as you move forward. So just keep your eyes open, keep your mind like wide open and focused on what it is that you do want instead of what you don't want, and trust and know that things can make you happy. Like you can have that happiness, you can have that fulfillment. Like the ball is in your court, like we just said before. You are the one that's a determining factor of where you're headed in your life. And I think that there will be a judgment call from spirit to present you some sort of person or opportunity. It could even just be something online that you see, like, oh my God, that's a perfect thing for me. Like it's exactly where I'd want to be, or it's exactly the type of thing I want to do, and it's where I want to go. So it's like ending out a cycle that has not been fulfilling for you. But they also want you to be mindful of what's going on under the surface, because sometimes we get stuck in a rut. And I'm seeing a lot of 10s here too. So like there's 10 here and 10 here. This is an ending and completion energy. So it's like you're coming to the end of a timeline, and things can work out for you. You can be blessed, but sometimes under the surface, there's little things that like keep repeating, or like keep expecting the same old thing, because that's all we've really known, or that's what we've gotten used to, and it's an illusion. So they're wanting you to really reprogram the things under the surface, like the expectation of having more of the same, and regaining your power so you can hit the mark with your intention, and also be detached from outcomes. Just trust and know that you are a manifester, you are a creator, you are the one that's in the power seat always, but it's usually a reflection of like what's going on under the surface. So they want you to focus on a new perception, and know that things are going to be compensated for all of the work that you've done, all of the things that you've persevered through. You're going to be resurrecting like the phoenix. Again, it's very similar energy that we've seen tonight. People are going to be shifting and aligning with a better outcome for themselves. There's angelic help and miraculous aid that is available to you. And I think they just want you to pay attention. You know, there's divine intelligence through synchronicity with cause and effect here too. So trust and know that everything that you do has an effect to it. So if we, you know, catch ourselves like doubting things or feeling a certain way, we want to catch that, clear that, delete that, and then start programming ourselves to be in this place of magnetic and attracting all of the things that we're trying to receive, so we can receive those things without the sabotaging parts of it. But I do think a better foundation is aligned for you. Healing is aligned for you. Pay attention to the number 4 and pay attention to the number 10, because I feel like those are going to be things that are like little symbols and signs to let you know that things are working out for you within terms of the foundation and in with terms of like the ending of a completion of a cycle or the ending of a timeline that you've been on. So again, any fears under the surface, it's time to shift those fears and have a change of mind so that things can come into a balance. Yeah, as flowers appear, a new dawn is here. So that could even be with like springtime. Like you're going to be seeing all these new opportunities, especially like I'm looking at her in the garden. Could be that springtime is going to be significant for you to be receiving some opportunities and things that are going to be like, hey, pay attention. This is that union with the stuff that you've been trying to manifest. So yeah, I do think that things are going to be shifting for you. But again, with the eagle too, the eagle's all about how we perceive things. So rise up from a bigger perspective, try to look at everything that's around you and trust and know that there is angelic support there for you too. But they're definitely focused on the energy of like your mind, your mindset, your beliefs, what you're thinking, what you're speaking, because you can have the results that you're wanting, but it is aligned with what you're speaking and thinking about. Okay, so you can hit that mark with that number 10. Prosperity, wealth is able to be dreamed into your reality. But you want to also ask for help from spirit and trust and know that they are available to help you to receive these blessings. But I do think that you will have some sort of opportunity. Again, with the eagle, they're basically like the eagle sees from their heart and soul. So they don't look at things with like, oh no, why did that happen? It's like we look at the bigger picture of why something happened or what else is available to us. Like we see the fullness of everything around us. So there could even be something that's available to you right now that you might not be noticing, just basically out of like the redundancy of life. But I think if you can expand up and like start retraining the mind and thinking and speaking in a way of what you're wanting to receive, you will start to receive those blessings and take that blindfold off, so that decision can be made to manifest what it is that you've been wanting to manifest. That new opportunity will be presented to you. I feel like it's already presented to you, but you just haven't seen it yet. I'm worried that my current managers will try to hold me back when the time comes. I'm trying to stay positive, but I know I'm the only one who has my back, you know? So yeah, that type of thinking right there is what they're basically talking about. Like that self-sabotage, like they can't force you to stay, right? They might want you to, they might cause conflict and chaos, but try to break away from that in your independent energy and rise up to a bigger perspective of like I'm in my power and I can create the reality that I want to create. Like I deserve good things. I'm a hard worker. I deserve to be respected. I deserve to be like offered opportunities. But if we go into a place of fear or worry and things like that, then we sabotage ourselves from the things that are around us. So I feel like spirit is wanting you to recognize how valuable you are and that you don't have to give over your power to other people or allow them to impact you. Take back that power and that control and see the bigger picture of things. I'm hoping that by the time I'm done with my master's this spring, everything will fall into place. Thank you for these affirming. You're welcome. Yeah, so I do definitely think that spring is a good time, but it's also again showing you that it's reflected off of your thoughts, because you're like, you know, I'm hoping by this time it's like they're trying to show you that you are the creator. Like I'm confirming that energy that exists around you because you're, look, all of these flowers, like this is like springtime energy. If you allow yourself to believe and manifest and take back that power and know that you are worthy of these things, you can speed it up. You can shift your timelines. You can receive all of those blessings very quickly. But if we focus on the fears and the doubts, or we, you know, like push things off too far, then we will push ourselves off from that. So trust and know that things will work out for you, and that nobody can prevent you from receiving the blessings that you are trying to attract in, if you stay in that place of like, I am, the one that's in control of all of this. But I definitely would do some scripting and affirmation surrounding it, so that you can let go of all that stuff that's under the surface, and start planting those seeds that we know are going to blossom in the spring, and keep working on that for yourself, because I definitely feel like it's already like available to you. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to like truly believe it and see it, and then receive it. Here's my question: does this Scorpio woman named Armani, born November 11th, miss me after our friendship ended? I feel like they feel like they've been going through a lot, and it may be connected to you. Um, I feel like they may miss you, or they may just be like going through a lot in their life. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they feel like the wounded warrior, like they've been through a lot. Yeah, they get a lot of burdens. There's a lot of burdens in this person's life, and they may be connected to you. Or they may just be connected to life in general. But I also see the ghosting card over here, and underneath the ghosting card is I still care. So I feel like it could be possible that they do miss you, and that they still care about you. But I feel like they also just kind of in general have a lot of stuff that's impacting their foundation, or causing them a lot of trouble. And they need strength to be able to overcome that. I don't know exactly what's going on for them. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in this person's life. Like we got hiding something, ghosting energy. Yeah, I feel like they're confused. I think that's why I'm confused too, because I'm like, I'm not really 100% sure. Usually I get very clear energy, but it could also be your confusion. They may be confused as to why things went a certain way. Do they miss you after your friendship ended? I mean, there's also sneaky energy here. They may think that you did something, or that yeah, hush hush. I don't know, like they may think of you in a way of like you're hiding something, or you did something wrong, or they I feel like they're confused, honestly. They don't know what to think of you at this time, is kind of what I'm getting from that energy, where it's like they may not they may have been manipulated by somebody that told them you were doing something. Yeah, sneaky energy. There's a lot of like negative energy around this, so I don't want to say that they miss you, because I feel like they don't really know what to think about you at this moment. They may have been lied to about you, or maybe they do think that you've done something wrong to them. But there's definitely a lot of like manipulative, hush hush, secrecy, ghosty energies that don't feel very good. So I think at the end of the day, they might just be confused as to what happened, or why it happened the way that it did. You are welcome. I tried to rekindle our friendship, but she ignored me. I'll try again because I deeply care about her. Yeah, I feel like there's something there that's just like they're either afraid of you, or somebody has gotten into their head about you, or something has happened, because they're definitely confused. And like these energies are like liars, like schemy, something's not good there. Something's messed up. But yeah, I may maybe try and talk to her about that. Yeah, aggression. There's a lot of like weirdness in the energy. I don't know exactly what they think or what they had experienced, but it doesn't seem good. I think they might miss you, but I think they're also just kind of confused as what if they should, because somebody might have been like, oh yeah, they're assholes, they lie. Like people do that. People lie about us, and they sabotage things with other people out of jealousy or resentments. And other times people just do that themselves anyways, because they think everybody's out to get them, or that like somebody did something on purpose, or they misunderstand something. Yeah, I think that there's something around them that's causing a lot of confusion and chaos. It was probably her best friend that got in her head. I never did yeah. So you will know better than I will, but yeah, there's definitely something there. Am I working too hard, or are the signs of chaos today more like a passing thing? Okay, so Rick is part of the Patreon, so we're going to do one for him. for free and see what comes through. But Rick, first off, like there has been a lot of chaos in general, so I feel like it may not just be like you today. I feel like it might just be kind of in the energies. Like I've been seeing like just a lot of bullshit going on. I just got the 10 of Pentacles, so I do think that you're working hard towards your legacy and that things will pay off for you in the future. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Like this is also the energy that keeps showing up tonight is like things are going to work out for people. We are headed towards a better outcome. We will be seeing divine alignment and union within ourselves and outside of ourselves, doing the right things, showing up with the right people, having the right experiences manifest. Anything that we felt like we've been missing out on or making mistakes within, we're going to be turning around into celebrating and having a better experience. So trust and know that things are shifting. I don't think yeah, the High Priestess is here. So like they're also telling you to think about the difference between your fears and your intuition, because sometimes our fears and our intuition can kind of feel similar, or we like get a little bit confused with these two things. And there's been a lot of anxiety. Like I literally was like listening to meditations for anxiety attacks this morning because of like how much anxious energy I had and just like a panic over myself. But I know that like that Schumann thingy has been like off the charts. There's been a lot of stuff going on energetically. But like I said, I think it is spinning into our favor. Things are going to be transforming. So in terms of working too hard, I know you have a tendency to be like a little bit of a workaholic. So if you feel like you're doing too much and you intuitively feel guided, like maybe I should take a little bit of break, allow yourself to do that. That's up to you. But try not to allow it to become like a self-sabotaging thing either, of like I just give up or whatever. But also know that it's probably a combination of things. I don't think it's just that you're doing too much work. I think that there's a lot of cycles that are coming to an end right now. There's a lot of karma things that are closing up so that we can have a better experience as we move forward. So don't close yourself off too much or feel like you're being singled out here. I do think that there is just a lot happening, but like I said, we will be persevering and being compensated for all of this stuff that we're going through. So they're saying to remain disciplined with yourself, like make sure that you have time that you're taking a break, but also disciplined enough to keep showing up for yourself the way that is fair and balanced, right? Like keep doing things that make sense. Don't work yourself into the ground, but also try not to like beat yourself up for working either. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's kind of just in the energies right now. There's a lot of this chaos. There's a lot of this conflict. There's a lot of just ickiness happening. It's the new moon right now. Yeah, that's also it's like that black moon energy. Like there's just a lot of shit going on, and it's hard to breathe. It's hard to think. It's hard to speak. Like just want to cry. like But yeah, look, reconciling the past, surrendering, and closing the old chapter. So there's a new chapter opening up, and they're like, what are you waiting for? Open the door. So there's an opportunity here for you. So I would keep working, but just don't burn yourself out. Don't work yourself into the ground, and take breaks when it's necessary. But just they're like saying like decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. So just continue to go forward without the karmic crap holding you back, and know that justice is coming. Things are balancing out. We are letting go of the burdens and things that have been hindering us for a long time, and that it's kind of just like in the energies right now too. Yeah, so material wealth, true prosperity is on its way for you. Good things are manifesting as a result of all that you've been doing. So sometimes it's okay to be in a space of non-action. But again, I feel like it's more so just like a mixture of everything. So if you feel like, guided to take a break, but also I do think that it's bigger than that. I think it's on a grand scale, but I do keep seeing things about partnership manifesting, balance manifesting, like seeing all the work that we've been doing, having results manifested. Like I've been seeing a lot of results of things it's crazy the way that it happens. It's like nothing will happen, and then all of a sudden it's like bing bang 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 bang, tons of stuff happens at once. So just know that you are going to be starting to see like the results of all the efforts that you've been putting in, and to pace yourself so that you can continue to do that, continue to show up for that work. I feel like you might start having a lot to juggle. So make sure that you are giving yourself enough time to rest in between. But yeah, I think it's kind of like everybody's going through this energy right now. You're welcome. Yeah, definitely an uncomfortable energy. I stood here for a few minutes before I went live tonight, like I didn't want to go live because I was just like not feeling great, like just overwhelmed, and I still have a lot of other things to do. So I was like, maybe I should just go do those other things. But I was like, just go fucking do it. Like, it's hard. It's been weird. I love her so much, and I just want to make things right with her. Damn, I was thinking about the answer you gave me, and even I'm confused. Yeah, there's a lot of sneaky energy around that. So it's most likely someone on the outside has probably said something or got into her mind, or she's doing it to herself. But I feel like she thinks that you've done something wrong, or that like there's something there that is afraid to open up, or like I feel like they can't miss you right now because they think that you've done something bad to them, or that you maybe have talked shit about them. There's negative thoughts about you in their head, but I don't know if necessarily they created them or somebody else did that to them and was talking about you. But trust your intuition about, her best friend. Yeah, karmic energy. Her best friend probably talked shit about you and she probably believed it. So I think that's most likely what's going on there. But you might be able to clear that stuff up. By I don't know, because people suck. I've lost friends in the past because of that shit. People lie and they talk shit about you. They pretend like you did something or said something, and those people believe it, and then it ruins your friendships, and it ruins people's perception of you. Like, I lost a whole fucking community around here because of one person doing stupid shit. So yeah, it's not fun, but that is the type of energy I'm seeing. Sneaky, like negative thoughts about you, shady, like there's just a lot of weirdness, something hidden from you. You're not seeing it. So obviously she's not telling you about it, but somebody is saying something about you, or she came up with these thoughts and on her own, but it's most likely someone else said something to her to make that happen. Jealous ones, and yeah, that happens too. Like, there's a lot of that. I saw something the other night about, there was a girl that was getting married, and she had like a friend that she was having in her wedding party, and like through the whole thing that friend was like being rude to her and mean to her, and like all these other girls were like talking shit about her, and it was like that they were all jealous. And then like cut forward like a year later, they all like individually came back to apologize to her, and they were like, yeah, we're sorry, blah 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 blah. But it was because they had blown up on each other by being mean to each other. And she was like, I don't care. Like, you guys had no reason to do that. But you could tell, like, they just were jealous, because she's not like, if you're not like that and they are, people don't like people who make them realize how shitty they are, or even if they feel like inferior in the way of how they look, or how much money they have, or the boyfriends that they have, or like the family that they come from, or the fact that you have a closer connection to that person than they do. Like, people are fucking weird. I've had very weird experiences in my life with people many times, to the point now where it's like, I don't hang out with anybody. I don't talk to anybody on a regular basis because I'm fucking done with all the motherfuckers. They're fucking weirdos. Stay the fuck away. I'm not jealous of you. I don't care what you do. You want to have other friends, have other friends. Go ahead. That's cool. But like, don't be like a 2-year-old. They never got out of high school, basically, is what happens there. And they hate you. So they are weird. And most of the time it's people like will like you at first but then hate you later, and I think sometimes that's because they realize like that you're not pretending to be who you are, or like maybe they see good things happening for you over time and they're not really like feeling that way. I don't know, there's a lot of that has happened, and it's not fun. So I usually keep people at a distance just to keep myself safe, but it's not happiness. So she misses me, but also I feel like she doesn't miss you right now because she doesn't understand. Like I don't think she can really miss you because she thinks that you've like been mean to her or did something. Somebody put thoughts in her head. So she's like, if she didn't have all this chaos and this like bullshit in her head, she probably would miss you, but somebody has done something, or she has created something in her mind about you. So I don't think she's really missing you. I feel like it's more so that somebody has sabotaged the connection, whether it's her or somebody outside of the connection. It's sabotaged, and it's most likely what you said, the other person. Okay, there's some sort of karmic thing there. And so, like, you know, three's too many sometimes when it comes to girls or anybody really. But I feel like if that was not happening, if those things weren't put into her head, that she would miss you. But right now, her, like, she's in a place of feeling mad. She's in a place of feeling hurt. Somebody, she either thinks that you're hiding something or did something or whatever. But it's just some sort of conflict, and I don't know exactly what it is. But you're gonna have to try to talk to her about it and see what happened. But it's just, it seems like very, very clear that something has been put into her mind. I don't know exactly where the cause of it is or why the cause of it is, but there's something there that's making her feel like deceit, like you were deceitful to her, or you talk badly about her, or you're a bad person or something like that, from what I'm seeing in the cards. But our authenticity makes them insecure in themselves, yes. She was the first and only woman I've ever loved, so that hurts a lot. I'm sorry. And it's, you know, it happens, but you most likely can try to work on it with them. I don't think it's anything that you, there's something there that's false. There's something there that's false. A disaster, you know. I think that they're hurt too, but they're also confused. So I would try to talk to them and see what has been put into their mind about you, because it's something outside. Like, obviously something happened, right? Or you guys would be fine. There's heartache here, there's pain here, there's manipulation here, there's secrecy here, there's snake energy here. There's just something that's not right. So I would try to talk, maybe write a letter or do something, like maybe write an email, or try to figure out what it is, because I don't think it's based out of truth. I found out that my dad was misled by Crystal or Steven's brother Rick, because he said last night Steven told him that if me and my dad move out, that he's taking over. I'm sorry, he never said that my dad was influenced by his brother Rick. And Crystal even would never say that. That's weird. Generally one of the most painful things I've ever gone through. It is painful to go through those things. I don't recommend it at all. I don't enjoy it either. It's definitely hard. It is one of the reasons why I shut down and don't let anybody come close to me, because I don't want to keep going through that. So I totally understand how you feel. But it sucks. It's usually outside people having issues, or sometimes a person just changes over time and they have their own issues. But I don't think it's anything, I don't feel like it's anything that you've done per se. I think it's just more so somebody believing something that's false. The friend said you tried getting with her. I'll make things right. How do you know? Yeah, it's hard. I feel like anytime there's a group of people, it gets like there's a conflict, or there's people who say things or do things or feel certain ways that ends up like leaving people out over time, and it's not a fun experience. I think most people have experienced it in their life to some degree, where it's like, oh, everything was great, and then it wasn't. But it's just kind of like one of those things that I feel like happens. It's not fun. When you get too many people together, it causes chaos. The wrong type of people, I feel, unfortunately. Karma always comes back, yes. Karmic contracts. Sometimes it's people we dealt with in past lives. Sometimes it's people that are just miserable anyways. Sometimes it's jealousy. Sometimes it's, I don't even know, misunderstandings. You know, it's like too many hands putting in the same pot makes it dirty, right? Can I ask how James is feeling about me? Sure. Yeah, you need to get clear communication. There's just going to be confusion otherwise. So for James there, I see returning coming through and can't get their mind off of you. So I feel like this person can't stop thinking about you. They might want to like come closer to you or return to your life. There's also this chosen energy of like choosing you, feeling like you are the one for them, I feel. like, or like you might be a chosen one or something like that to that degree, but I feel like they do want to get closer to you. They're heavily thinking about you. I feel like this is something that is divinely protected as well. And yeah, it just seems like they might be missing you. I've written entire messages to send to you. I always end up deleting them. My fear of intimacy is paralyzing me, and you're so intimidating. You're so amazing, it's intimidating. So I feel like this person's having a hard time coming closer to you or returning to tell you all of this stuff. They may struggle with intimacy issues or vulnerability issues, but I feel like they says, I'm really missing you lately. So maybe they just want to tell you how they care, like that they can't stop thinking about you, can't get you out of their mind, but they're having like trouble actually verbalizing that, like I want to spend time with you, I want to be together again, or I want to take things to the next level. But when it comes to actually telling you this, I feel like they struggle and they shut down, like they're not able to verbalize it in the way that they might want to, or maybe they feel like you're going to laugh at them or not believe them, or maybe they've been hurt by people in the past. But yeah, I definitely feel like they have a lot of thoughts towards you and a lot of love towards you, but they're struggling with it, expressing it fully. And there's a lot of chemistry here. So yeah, that's why I love being introverted. I can't take this lying down. Yeah. Rendezvous. You're welcome. Gathering courage. Person's gathering courage to reach out to you. So I think, I'm not sure if anybody else has a question, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go do all my private readings. I got to do a love letter. I got to do a trance channeling. I got to do a couple of the WhatsApp readings. I got to send out some candles and crystals, and I got to make some sprays. I got to make another type of candle. I got to do a whole bunch of things. And like all of it came in within like the last 24 hours. So I was like, I don't have a lot of time to do all of it. I have new candles and some body butters on my Etsy, but somebody ordered ones that I have not made, so I gotta actually make some. It's all good. It's a good thing. Better than not getting any orders. It's just weird. It's like I'll go for like, 2 weeks without really having a whole lot come in, and then it's like they all come in at once. The WhatsApp is like hard for me because it's like these like little tiny readings, but there's some people who will get them like back to back to back. So it's like I'll spend like 3 hours doing like these little 5-minute fucking readings, and I'm like by the end of the night I'm like, okay, that's all I got done today was like 15 5-minute readings, because it's just like they're back to back sometimes. But the other ones are good because they're bigger ones. Like there's like a $55 order and a $44 order. The other ones are like $5 each. So, and they end up taking a lot of time out for some reason. Because I do more than 5 minutes. I never just say the 5 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, you gave me $5. Here's fucking 17 minutes of my time. I'm stupid. I've been following your work for a few years now. You were one of the first readers. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Much love to you, my dear. Sending a boost of energy. Thank you. Definitely need it. I wish everyone good vibes. You guys are my other family. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to all of you guys. Oh, that's weird. I just noticed the Emperor is on the bottom of both of these decks. So people are stepping more into their power, taking back their passions, getting things done. There's a lot of masculine energy presenting tonight. There he is again. Emperor, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Like I said, there's a lot of masculine energy presenting tonight. So maybe we need to get into that pursue, provide, protect energy to get shit done, get our mind right. especially like if there's stuff that is bothering us or blocking us from stuff. Try not to self-sabotage. Get your butt up and do what you know you need to do. Take that action, communicate, travel those distances that have been in the way of us. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Hello. Making more judgment calls to drop those burdens and overcome all obstacles. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Justice is on its way. All right, well, I guess I'll go do all those other things, and then I'll be back next Monday for one of these. And the second Thursday of the month, I'll be on the Divine Essentials channel for one of these at 9 p.m. But I'll be back next Monday, same time, to do these with you guys. And thank you very much for being here. I will see. Oh, it's 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. So happy New Year. Happy new moon. Hopefully everybody has a good experience, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your likes and your comments and all of that. I will see you guys next week. In Renee, namaste.